Whew. It's pretty freaking sweet that I have this, honestly. What's up, everybody? I know it's, obviously nobody's here right now, but in the future there could be. And anybody who ever takes any time to check anything else out that I do, like, I wholeheartedly appreciate you because, you're somebody who's taking your time out of your day just to check in on me and just see, like, what's going on, right? It means a lot. Um, right now, can I turn this around? Okay, yeah, I can. There you go. All right. So yeah, this is what I've been really looking at for the past like probably 40 minutes now, and I just decided, I want to share this with people, and I kind of really want to just get my thoughts out there so that I can look back on this and I can process what you know is going on in my head right now, and also just be out there in the universe because I feel like it's something that I need to get off my chest, and that's what YouTube and me making videos has always been for me anyways, right? So I'm just gonna put you on my chest. Hopefully, it's an okay view. All right. Well, um, there's been so much. There's been so much that's been going on the past month and a half now. Um, so much that I am just so incredibly grateful that I've been able to see, right? Like, I've been able to go through so much and like really like focus in so much on so many important things in my life that like I really needed to deal with and process. So much grief. I don't even know where to begin with it. But I mean, I'll kind of walk, you through some of it a little bit just because I have posted on here about it. Um, so, you know, uh, I always wanted a family. I always wanted a family. I always wanted a family. I wanted to fall in love with somebody and then be like, hey, we're family. Like, and feel it and want that too. And go through the motions with me. I really wanted that. That was like a really, really, really big dream of mine. As a young kid, I was like, shit. I remember like being in like middle school and being like, I know I personally don't want to have kids, but like if I ever met somebody and, you know, they would go through that process with me of like, you know, wanting to have a kid, you know what I mean? Like them have my kid, I guess, and like, and then them have a kid and the kid have the same dad or whatever, you know what I mean? Like that was always my dream. Like that was like a really beautiful dream I had. But you know, but there's been so many things that have happened since then. So now it's like, okay, uh, I pretty much accept that like I'm not gonna get that, and that's fine. Like like kids are a lot. Like you know, they are, and at the same time, I always wish that I could have been a dad because I really, really wanted to be. yeah, I really wanted a family, and I really, of course, wanted to not only fall in love with somebody, but for them to be in love with me enough to want a family and, really want to have a life with me. And when I was growing up, I didn't realize a lot of things, obviously. I was a kid, So once I got hurt really bad, that shit like took me on a fucking journey to like I hurt a lot of people, and I let my fear really get the best of me and really take over my life and really guide me. I let my fear take the wheel and steer, you know what I mean? Like it it was so dark for so long in my head. It was so dark. And I really really wish that, I would have just heard some of the things that I have learned, recently. Because, and I know, yeah, things happen at the time they're meant to, and that, you can't handle more than, or, God doesn't give you more than you can handle, and all of these things. And, like, honestly, like, I am grateful because I know for a fact that, like, I wouldn't have been able to get through some of the things that I've been through, even though, like, I know I was, like, tested. And even though I've been praying for so long to find the courage to fucking tell the truth and just everything, like, a lot's happened recently where it's just like, like I've been doing my best to like forgive myself. But the thing is, for all of those years, I didn't know how to. That's something that, like, how do you forgive yourself when you hurt somebody that you love so much, And how do you forgive yourself? How do you find it in you to, to do that and not let your fear be an excuse, I guess, or have excuses for hurting people you love, you know what I mean? Like, it was just like, this time around, you know, uh, uh, something has happened to me that it's like something that I put off for so fucking long. And I just really can't stress enough, everybody, like, if you really love somebody, it's worth it to be honest with them and tell them how you feel, because I can't stress enough how those missed opportunities are just so, like, they hold you back and they hold you down, and like, it really fucking sucks to not tell people what they mean to you while they're alive and while they're there with you. And I'm so grateful for the opportunity that I've been able to have to be able to tell someone so incredibly important to me how much she means to me. And you think you have time, you know what I mean, to tell people things, and we don't have time like we think we do. We're not in control. Yeah, the universe, gives and takes, but also, I can't stop the clouds from needing to rain, and I just, I really can't stress enough how important it is to talk with people, to, again, like, seriously, like, if you love somebody, please, 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 please tell them, and don't let them like give them something to hold on from you. You know what I mean? Cuz I feel like I didn't give anybody really anything good to hold on to about me. And I'm just so full of regret. And I'm so full of like guilt that I'm like doing my best to like acknowledge and let go and remember that, hey, I told the truth, and like have grace with myself, because it's really, really, really easy to tear yourself apart when you know what you've done. And it's another thing when you do tell somebody what you've done and really own it and face it and just know that whatever happens, it's on you, but at least they know. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's definitely been one of the biggest things to me, that like, as awful and everything is, everything might be in some way, like nothing will ever compare to holding on to that regret and that guilt and that thing that I did that I've held on to for so long, you know. Although it did open up, new realizations and stuff like that, that knowing that, like, that actually, like, what I did stayed with me, and it like made itself comfortable in me for so much that like I ended up blocking so much stuff out. And also, like, not only that, like, I just felt like I was just such a burden. I felt like I ruined I felt like I ruined somebody's life so much that the best thing that I felt was for me to break up with them, but truly it wasn't. It wasn't. Like, realistically, it wasn't. Like, and that's like one of my regrets in life. And yeah, I know. You have things, you live and you learn and all that stuff, and you carry it with you and everything. And like, when you look back on things are a lot clearer, but it doesn't mean that, like, I know that I do have regrets in my life, and I'm not ashamed to admit that. And I think that by bringing that stuff to the light has really helped me actually not live so much in that shame, and just really admit that, like, I went through a lot of shit, and the trauma and everything that I went through, like, it really made me into the person that I am. Not only the trauma, but but also, love. I wouldn't be who I am today without that love and care that this person gave me, and without all of the love and care that people have given me. you know this year in September, it's about to be 10 fucking years since I attempted suicide, and I really can't stress enough how unbelievable and shocking, and like, at times it fills me with a lot of stress. Not gonna lie, survivor's guilt is real, but also a lot of gratitude, and just like all these things, right? And there are all these things that are working together at the same time within me, that I'm doing my best to like process and get out there. You know what I mean? And I'm really happy to have made my YouTube, because, I know that, some people have come across it in in its time here. And it's really, like, I've gotten really kind messages, and I really appreciate that. I know that this is long too, so I don't really know how much people are gonna watch, but if anybody does, but I don't know. I just really hope that in the future, once I, heal up and everything, and, let's say, like, end of September or so, let's make it through my 10-year. I really hope that, like, on the other side of that, that even if things don't go the way that I hoped they would, that I just have a new level of understanding about what love is, and just make peace with the fact that I know in my heart that I've done my best, and that it was always enough, and that, it's such a brave thing to be able to love other people, to love people and to be loved, and to put your heart out there, even though you could definitely be hurt, but then also be truthful, because when you're truthful, that'll really show you who's meant for you. And somehow, even after I did tell the truth, this person has still, decided to stay around for even this long. So, no matter where she goes and what happens, I'm just really incredibly grateful for her and my friends. And as hurt as I am, I'll never be as hurt as I was to holding on to all of that fear and that pain. Honestly, because that really, like, my soul feels like it was like that grip of death, or that death grip that was on my soul. Like, I don't feel that anymore, and that means a lot. And I don't ever want to feel that way again. I don't ever want to lie and, like, have something happen like that again. I just want to be truthful, and whatever happens, happens, but at least I know that I didn't, like, fucking lie. You know what I mean? Because that shit fucking sucks, and I really can't stress it enough. Like, it's not worth it to lie. It's not. And, tell people how you feel about them while they're here. Yeah, you may think you may have a lot of other chances to tell somebody, but don't fucking wait. It's better to say something than to not. Even if, they might not see it, doesn't matter. Just send it anyways. You're afraid to be weird? Be weird. Be chaotic. Be passionate. Be creative. Write that thing. Do that thing that you want to do. Send it. Send that text to somebody. I know it's scary, but fuck it. Do that stuff. Do all of it, because one day you're not going to be here, and one day they're not going to be here. And while you're here, obviously I know, yes, you got to respect people and their boundaries and everything, and that's why it's important to talk to people, but, like, there definitely are some things, and I'm happy to, while I've been here, that I've been able to get a lot of this stuff out of my body and the stuff that's been in my heart for so long. Even if it is too late for some things, it's not too late for other things, and it's just better to say them than to not say them at all, because, again, I really can't stress enough how important it is to be honest with people, especially people you love and care about, and tell them how you feel. It's like, I really can't stress that enough. Like, if you love somebody, you should tell them the truth, because that truth will set you free. And and you can work together with that person, but at least they'll know how you feel. And it won't stop you from things that happen, like from getting what you want. Because realistically, when we tell people things like, that's on our heart, those are the things that we really love and want, you know what I mean? And we care enough about to say something about, you know what I mean? It's amazing how the sky is like completely cleared up now, because there are just so many clouds everywhere. Yeah. Yeah. There's so many clouds. But yeah. I just thought that I would make this and put this out there because I really wanted to. I really wanted to get my thoughts and feelings out here, because, you know, that's what I've done all these years on here. And I just really hope that whatever happens from all this stuff, that I'll make it through this and I'll be on the other side of it, and I'll have a new perspective on, what love is, and just be here for myself and not turn on myself. Because that's definitely something that I have done in my life, but I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to lie anymore. And that's why, like, when I did tell her the truth, I was just like, if I'm ever going to have anything real, then, I got to tell you, and I've got to face it, because I do want something real. And also, I've learned what real love is. I know better, and so I want to do better. And so that's where I'm at in my life, and it feels good to be here. It feels good to be on this side of things, and I know I'm going to keep going. I know that I don't want to spend the rest of my life healing from things, and that's why I'm really doing my best to, like, get this stuff out here, so when I do go out there, I'm not, like, dealing with all the, world stuff. I'm able to heal from, other things that require my energy. But right now, this is definitely something that it's long overdue, but it's like happening at a time when it's meant to. And I'm just grateful that, I'm able to while I'm here. And I don't know. Love is a very powerful thing. Love doesn't hurt you. Like, I really can't stress that enough. Like, if what I felt right now, like, I know that what I feel right now is genuine love and care. Because one thing that I've learned too is that, like, pain and fear, like, that shit, like, it stays in your body, and it makes you scared to tell people that you love them. It makes you scared to be cheesy and, like, just be like, hey, care about you, hope you get home safe. Like, fucking say that stuff, dudes. Like, say it. Don't worry. Life is gonna happen and all that stuff, but, like, tell people how much they mean you while they're here. I really can't stress that enough. If I'm gonna leave you all with anything in this life, I can't stress to, I know you can't save people. I know you can't save people, but you can love them. So while you are here, don't be afraid and don't hesitate to reach out to somebody and be like, hey, hope you're okay, hope you have a good day, hope you have a good weekend. Send those good vibes and love out there to people, because it really does make a difference. I really can't stress that enough. Checking on people and just, hey, I'm thinking of you. Do that shit while you are still alive. And don't hesitate to tell people that you love and care about them, that they mean a lot to you, and just thank them and just tell people what they mean to you while you're here. Seriously. Thanks for all your love and care, people. And if anybody watches this at all, I appreciate you so much. Thanks for all your love and care, and I hope you have a good one. Thanks again for your love. Much love, people. Peace. Bye. Peace.